Okay guys, welcome back. I saw this post in a Facebook group and I thought it was a great example of kind of what's going on right now with people who maybe are new to Airbnb, and also it's great to go over this listing because there's lots of things we can discuss about it. So this was a post that basically says they have a SDR close to Orlando with a property manager, and they've had 0 bookings and it's been live for a month right now, and kind of wondering what's going on with it. So let's actually jump into their listing real quick. Okay, so this is their listing, as you can see. So just right off the bat, we got lots of issues, right? So name, depending on if you're searching on mobile or desktop, you only see like the very beginning of it. So what they're seeing is, this CG, 1116 cast, that's meaningless, right? So that needs to be changed and updated. Pictures need to be changed and updated. If we're looking at these, you can see this picture really is, useless. It probably should be updated since it's the winter time right now. And then also, all it shows is that, there's really nothing out here to do besides go in the pool, because, there's no loungers, there's no nothing out there. And we'll get into the design aspect as well. Here, wow, so there's 4 chairs here. 4 chairs and a table for the pool in a 5-bedroom house. That's an issue, guys, right there. Okay, let's look at this next one. So now we'll go through the pictures kitchen. And as we go through this, you'll see it's clean, but look at the furniture. Black, 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 black. Walls, whitish to maybe some light beige in here. Clock, I don't know why someone thought this would be a good thing to put in a Disney thing. It's just a clock that has no Disney thing at all, and it's just a round circle with numbers. So we'll continue through. Again, table's dark. There's no real contrast. This bed is okay, because it has some contrast to it, because there's some white and some teal. Most people do like just white bedding, because it doesn't hide stains. So guests know that it is clean. If it is clean, hopefully it is. But you can see there's nothing on the walls here. Very plain. Outside of this cover, take this cover off and put a white cover on it, and this room is extremely plain. Bathrooms again, pretty plain. You got a flower on the wall. I don't know how that plays into Orlando at all. And then the curtain here is just white and blue, again, not playing into anything. So you can see the design is extremely lacking. Again, walls are bare. Birds on the wall, it's the same exact picture. I don't know how that's unique to anything. And again, very plain. Plain. Again, flowers, they love their flowers, but that's not unique, that's not bold, that doesn't add anything to this house at all. This cover, as you can see, it looks like it's a cover from like the 60s, because it has those weird little textures type things in there. It's not from the 60s, but it just has that very old feel. So again here, a little bit better with the blue headboard, but again, I mean, that's not going to do anything. That's having a contrasting with the headboard is essentially a bare minimum. But again, this picture does nothing. There's nothing on the walls over here. It's a very bland, boring bedroom. They probably should have had some. They opened these to get some more light in here. They had basically no light on, so not very professional photos at all. Bathroom's boring, bland. Another boring, bland room. Boring, bland, and then it gets to the amenities for the thing, and as you can see now, the pictures are blurry, and they're at the very end. You want to have your best 5 photos, your best photos in the first 5. So if you have really great amenities in the HOA, you should want to have that, a good picture of those in the first 5 photos, not at the very end. People don't get to the very end, besides me, because I'm critiquing it. So yeah, they need to update their photos, and more importantly, they need to update their design. This design is, not design at all. There's no design here, and these are the homes that during the slow seasons are going to get crushed. So, if you're getting new into Airbnb, you need to budget for design. You need to get a real Airbnb designer. That means someone who has done Airbnbs, and yes, it's not cheap, to design and furnish a whole house. You're probably looking at, between $40,000 and $50,000 for a 4 to 5 bedroom. But it's worth it because you'll actually be booked during the slow seasons, as opposed to this home, which has no bookings at all. Okay, let's take a look at the next thing, pricing. So the pricing here is so far off; it's not even close. This is priced at $750 a night. This is during the holidays. So for a full week, it'd be $6,000. Let's look at their competitors. 5 bedroom in the Champions Gate, same area. We'll come here, same days. They're at $450, $300 cheaper. That would equal what? This is $4,000, and what was that again? So over $2,000 cheaper. Is a similar house, and if we look at this similar house, you'll see it's actually designed a little bit better. It's not great by any means. It's missing a lot of opportunity, and there's a reason it's not booked right now, and that's because it is a poorly designed house still, but it is better than the other one. So they're priced at $750 a night. What's the equivalent $750 a night, or around $750 a night, is an 8-bedroom home. So they're competing with 8-bedroom homes right now, and that's they're not going to get the booking, obviously, right? Would you rather stay in a big home like this for the same price, even though this isn't designed that good either? As you can see, a lot of the ones that are still available during this time are not designed good. They're boring, they're bland, they have no real Disney theme at all. So understand that. So yeah, and this is actually non-refundable at $6,000 and refundable at $6,500. So as you can see, they've got a lot of issues so far with pricing as well. So that's another reason they're not getting any bookings. Okay, let's go down to the description here. Okay, that's useless. Now, obviously, guess what? Description is going to be very secondary importance-wise to pictures. Pictures are what get people to actually book, but description is extremely important for the algorithms, and then for the people who do like to actually look at them. So this right here is just a big blob. When you're writing descriptions, you need to have only 2 to 3 sentences, maybe 4 per paragraph. You need to have it spaced out. People like reading short little things, so having it more spaced out would be much better here. And then yeah, there's some stuff in here, and you can even break it down by like keywords. So like you could do space, and then you can be like, okay, the house, and then you talk about just like the house, and then you can talk about house amenities, and you get into like if there's stuff for the kids to play. You got pool, and then you have arcade games, and you got all this other stuff. So you can even break it down farther, because then that would help a guest identify the exact area they're interested in. Okay. Appliances, what the place offers, yeah, that's fine. Sure, hair dryer, carbon monoxide. So in the Facebook messages, the post, there is some people saying, like, the first one was like, oh, you don't have a carbon monoxide alarm, that's the reason. And it's like, okay, no, that's not the reason you're not getting bookings. You should put one in just so you don't have any of these, lines through it. But, like, the reason this house is not getting bookings has nothing to do with the carbon monoxide being crossed out. Get one in there, get a hairdryer in there, but trust me, the least of the issues in this one is carbon monoxide. Okay. Now, one of the biggest reasons this house is not being booked, in addition to design, pricing, is the location. So this location that they have it right now is not the location where it is. Okay? So this property manager put it down here in Davenport, probably because they probably just typed Davenport and just hit enter, okay? As opposed to actually putting it where it really was. So this is 7 miles off from here to where it actually is in the Champions Gate region over here. 7 miles, okay? So when people are searching in this Champions Gate region, what they're seeing are the homes that are here. The only way you're going to see this house is if you are looking in this Davenport area. And let me show you that, actually. Okay, so let's say I'm searching here. Okay, so here I'm searching for homes because I want to be close to Disney, right? And say I'm like, well, I really want to be in this Champions Gate community because I love the amenities such as that water park, right? Okay, so it's not going to show up here at all because it's not the location is not put in this general area. Okay, watch where I have to go to find it. Okay, I have to go all the way to Davenport to find it. It's right here. So again, the location where they put the actual home is a huge issue as well here. You need it to be in the actual community, because if people are looking for this resort because it has, good amenities, like a little bit of a water park and stuff like that, they're going to zoom in there. They're not going to be looking in that general large area where there's thousands and thousands of Airbnb properties. So this property needs to be pushed over to where it's supposed to be, which is 7 miles away in this community over here. Okay, as you can see, there's these, there's that 5-bedroom one that we talked about. Here's a 4-bedroom one. So this is where it's supposed to be. So again, this listing has a ton of issues, as you can see. The property manager needs to be fired immediately. You don't need a 100% great property manager. You just can't have a horrible one. Good properties with average property managers will do great. Good properties with bad managers will do okay. Boring properties with bad managers will get crushed. But just FYI, boring properties with great property managers will also get crushed during the slow season. So be aware of that. I hope this person makes a lot of changes, or else they're going to be selling this shortly if they need to, because it will be negative cash flowing. Be very, very wary when you're getting into Airbnb that it's not easy money. Okay, you have to put money into the business, quote unquote. It's a business. Here, look at this thing right here. Your home needs to be designed, guys. Okay, you need to put $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 into it to make sure it's designing. Now, this is priced pretty high and outrageous. It is a 7-bedroom, but yeah, you need to have these aspects in your home. If you don't, and you're in Orlando, you're gonna have a rough off season. You'll get booked during the summer, just because everything gets booked during the summer. almost everything gets booked during the summer. But focus on the off season. Everyone should always be focused on the off season. How do I get booked during the off season? And that is by making sure your property isn't boring. No one's going to click on this. They're going to pass it right by. Okay, thanks guys. If you guys have a listing you want me to look at, let me know and I can do it. I enjoy doing this type of stuff during my time in between my real estate air deed stuff that I have, the real estate marketplace. So thanks.